What's up, everyone? Welcome to a True Underground Story podcast. I'm your host, Timmy Burner. Today, I'm with Eman Jones. So, tell the people a little bit about yourself. Where are you from?
From Dayton, Ohio, born and raised on the playground where I spend most of my days. No, I'm from Dayton, Ohio, born and raised. Um, grew up in the, grew up with my mom. My mom's a minister. My dad, he played in the band back in the day and stuff like that. So, just grew up in the city, and just family oriented, and yeah, that's about. Yeah, that's about it with growing up in the area.
How long have you been making music now?
I will count from OZ because that's when I felt like real confident in my craft. So I would say I've been making music since I was 18, but I would say like professionally, like seriously, like when I started really tapping in onto things, probably 2016 or 17, I want to say. So
Good 5 years.
I don't discredit the other years, but I feel like me honing in and actually knowing who I was and what I wanted to do, like within the music, probably was from the OZ project. So that's probably about 2016, 2017, one of them.
When you decided to start like really pursuing music, what did your family and friends think?
Um, my family was against it because a lot of what I say is people they don't support things that a lot of people don't support things that they can't see themselves actively doing, you know. So it's like a foreign language when you're like, I'm going to do music, and everybody else is going from high school to college and graduating, and then going to get a job and fulfilling that career or whatnot. So a lot of people was against it. My mom, she was against it at first, but then as she started seeing that, oh, he really likes doing this and he's getting somewhere with it. Then she kind of supported it. Uh, Friends at first, they were very honest. Shout out to Awful Truth. He's my best friend, and he was super honest about my music. Said it was trash, which it was. So I just had to grow into it and just get better with time. Cause like when I started to do music, it was more so to help me cope with my mental issues that I was dealing with, like depression and things like that. So it was more so a me thing. And then my cousin was like, "Man, you're really getting good at this. You should try to pursue it." And I just like doing it anyway. And I love music. uh Music was my first love anyway. I just didn't do it myself, so it was more so of like, okay, well, let me pursue this. And I've always loved music and things like that, but it started off just for me. And yeah, people were against it, some people supported it. I got a lot of constructive criticism, so, and now we're here.
It's always nice though to like have somebody like Awful Truth to like keep it real with you back then instead of just being like a yes man.
Oh yeah, nah, he's always kept it real, for sure, for sure. That's one person I can count
Um,
on to keep it real with.
what was it that like really pushed you to want to pursue making music? Like, what was that defining moment?
Lauryn Hill's Miseducation album. Uh, I listened to that for the first time. My brother Greg, he put me onto that album, and that really helped me like get through what I was dealing with. Like even to this day, like bad days or whatever, like I can put that album on and kind of just woosah. It was a real. That's just like a real importance in my life. So that album is what started everything. Miseducation by Lauryn Hill. It's special.
What was some of the music that you kind of like grew up listening to? If you got put onto the Lauryn Hill album that later in life, what was some of the music you kind of grew up listening to as a child?
As a child, it was more just gospel music and R&B music. It really wasn't a lot of a lot of rap. I had to sneak and listen to rap. So like that's what I was on. I kind of just listen to mainly R&B and and gospel music. You know, I still sprinkle in the rap, you know, because I love it. But yeah, I love those two genres. Those are my favorite genres.
Now, back in 2020, you kind of had a really big popping year for you because you got to work with MarleyDontShootem from Cash Money. What
Yeah.
was that like getting to link up with them?
Oh, that's my dog. Marley's my dog. It was a blessing. You know what I'm saying? It started off, you know, I met Marley in New Orleans at Louisiana Fest. And, you know, from there we connected, and that's just been my dog ever since. So, yeah, shout out Marley. He's real down to earth, man. Real genuine. We got a couple tracks together. We got the squad track and dang, what is that song called? The Liquor song, Dark Liquor.
Dark Liquor, because that's on your Spooky album.
Yep, and we got a couple more that we're working on. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Marley. As a matter of fact, I was just with him a few weeks ago. So
Now, and then you also got to remix Still Tippin' with Mike Jones for your version, Tippin'
who?
Still. Mike, who? What was that? How did that even come about? Like, did you reach out to him about wanting to recreate that song?
All right, so this is the thing, man. Like I always speak something and it just happens. Like that's what that's what it does. Like I remember like everything I do, like I just speak it. Like I'll call the corner, call somebody, and I'll be like, man, I'm about to da 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 da, and then I'll do it, and it happens. It just comes to fruition. You know, I just feel like you put that information and energy into the atmosphere, and it just works with you. So with that, I called Dakona, and I said, because Still Tippin' is my favorite hip hop song ever in life. So I called Dakona, and Off of Truth, my bad, bro. And I called him, and I'm like, bro, I'm about to send this to Mike Jones. So I basically sent it to him, and he responded with his feedback and was like, you know, I can do something. I can do something short for you, something quick for you on here. If you handle the studio time, okay, cool. Studio time wasn't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Pay the studio time. He did it. Sent it back. You know what I'm saying? So me and him built a relationship from there. And then he's like, we need to shoot a video. You damn right, we need to shoot a video. I'm glad. I'm glad I didn't have to ask because that's what was my next one. So I went out to Texas. Shot the video with him, and then from there, he's brought me on festivals and given me a lot of games. So yeah, I got nothing but love for Mike, and that's one thing he didn't have to do, and I feel super honored because I'm like, dang man, I really got to remix this song with the artist, and it's a classic song, and it's a dope artist. So it was like, man, I think that's one of my biggest highlights. Like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying, like. Ain't nobody remixing Still Tipping with Mike Jones. Like, his remixes out there. And, he was showing me the emails of how much they had to pay him to clear the song and all types of jazz. So, it's just all love. I just feel like the universe worked in my favor with that.
Yeah, I mean, shit. So, who are some artists that you feel like kind of influenced your sound and style?
I wouldn't even say sound and style because I just try to just make the music that I feel. So the people I would say more so like influence on my life, my top artists probably like Lauryn Hill and Erykah Badu and the Beatles and for freaking Janis Joplin, the Spinner group from the 70s, like rappers. I love Lil Wayne. That's my favorite rapper, Lil Wayne. Um, J. Cole, Kendrick, uh, Lil Bow Wow. I don't know. It's all over the board, man.
So the music business can get costly, and to get like major features from label guys cost a lot of money, but if you didn't have to foot the bill, who's like an industry artist that you would really want to get a feature from?
Lauryn Hill.
Lauryn Hill?
What? Twice. Twice.
What would you say has probably been the hardest thing that you've had to overcome music-wise?
The hardest thing I've had to overcome music-wise is probably just the overwhelmingness of it. Because it's a lot, man. Like, I don't like social media. I don't like the number game. I don't like any of that. Like, I just want to make music. I want it to be like the old days where I could just make music and somebody be like, "Oh, you make music? That's dope. Oh, I love that. We can do something with that and build it, and we can build together." You know what I'm saying? Like, but all this extra stuff, like having to go and do reels and act like a comedian and do this and that, like I don't have, like I'll be cool on it, man. And everybody be telling me like, "Oh, you need to do this TikTok, you need to do this, you need to do that," and it's just overwhelming. So I think that's what I currently am overcoming, just trying to make it fun again. Because once you put all that stuff in there, and you feel like you have to do this just to get people to listen to your music, it doesn't make it fun. Like you lose the sense of why you're doing it in the first place. So my take on it now, man, is I'm not even worried about this shit. Like I'm just gonna put the music out. If something catches, it catches. If it don't, I'm gonna keep pushing until something catches. But I'm not about to, I'm not about to be doing all that extra stuff for social media. Like that's crazy to me. Makes no sense.
Yeah, I feel it. It's a lot more work nowadays because, like you were saying, you got the reels, you got TikTok, you got. I stopped using TikTok because I'd get on TikTok to post on there and fucking hour of my day be gone. I'd be fucking consumed to the fucking app. I'm like, yeah, I can't be doing that.
Right.
Now something you did do that was seemed to really work in your favor when you and Awful Truth did your EP Chocodolo. You guys faked a beef with Vader. With
Yeah.
Vader. Whose idea was that to come up with that scheme of having the Facebook beef?
Mine. I mean, because it just went along with the video. Like as far as we kidnapped him in the video.
Yeah.
And so it was like, oh, why not make this like a real thing? And then when the video comes out, it shows like us kidnapping him and all that stuff. So to me, it just went hand in hand with it. Now it's just crazy. And shout out to Vader. And it's crazy because me and Vader found out who our real friends were during that time, because it was people hitting him up like, "Oh man, if you need dirt on Eman, I got you," and da 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 whoopty whoop. People hit me up like, "Yeah, man, fuck him," and da 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 whoopty whoop. And we was really calling each other like, "Hey man, such and such," and da da da. And we couldn't wait till that video came out so we can call everybody like, "Yeah, what's going on?" You know what I'm saying? But it just showed us too that people love negativity, man. Like we can support. I could share a post and be like, "Hey, support Vader, whoop de whoop, go check out his video," and it's not. I mean, it will get some traction, but it's not gonna get as much traction as me sharing his video talking about F Vader, and I'm gonna drop a diss on him tonight and whoop de whoop de whoop. It's crazy how people react to negativity versus positivity, but hey, man. It is what it is. And then people, after the fact, "Oh man, y'all corny for that. Y'all corny for fake beef." And it's like, bro, you corny for wanting us to really kill each other. So shit, it is what it is.
What would you say has probably been the most rewarding thing to you in your music career?
My kids singing my songs.
Seeing them enjoy the music that you make.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, speaking of your kids, on your album, you have a Uzi Ooze interlude
Yep.
that got a lot of traction from multiple different media outlets of your son rapping. What
Yep.
was that like getting to go on a track with your son?
It was fun. He at the time he was just like, "Hey, can I record a song?" And I'm like, "Yeah, we can." So we did it. And then he's like, "Can I shoot a video?" He's like, "Yeah, we can." And that was it. It was just something that he wanted to do at the time. Like he just wanted to have fun and do it, and I allowed him to do it. So it was one of those situations. It wasn't like he wanted to be a rapper and stuff like that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Yeah, he just wanted to, just something he wanted to do, and we did it. I wouldn't, that's what it is.
It was. He did good. I was impressed.
I appreciate it. We got another one dropping on my new one.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and he wrote this one this time. I ain't write it for him.
So you have a close relationship with RazDaBar. How did you guys end up meeting and all that?
RazDaBar. I've met Mo Beats when I was 17 years old, and Mo Beats was, rest in peace to Mo Beats. He was one of the people that first gave me like game and helped me with everything. So that's how the relationship RazDaBar started. Yeah, and I've been there ever since I was 17.
And then you also have your own company, correct? Higher Learning.
Yeah.
What exactly is that, and how did it come about?
Higher learning for me was, the meaning was just basically a graduation to oneself. I was promoting a lot of self-awareness, and it was just, graduating to the next level of loving yourself, knowing yourself, being comfortable with yourself no matter what anybody says. And I try to help out different artists and things like that. uh we had like a conglomerate, a bunch of artists under the wing, but sometimes things just happen and people don't focus or take it as serious as you do. And when you're the one doing all the work, and it's just irritating after a while. So, but that's what the brain is: higher learning, just graduating to a sense of self.
You recently got to go on Hot 1029 to do
Did I?
a type of interview. What was that like, getting to go on there? And
Oh man, it's love, especially in the city. So anything that's dating, that helps us unify and helps us come closer together in the city and break some barriers for it. I'm all with it, no matter who it is. So it was an awesome time. I got to premiere the song on there. I also went on WYSO yesterday, had an interview on there, premiered a song on there. I got some major radios coming next week, so I can't wait to, drop the flyer and news for that. So,
who would you say is probably one of your favorite artists at the moment that you're listening
Lauryn Hill.
to? Lauryn Hill still?
Nah, you said favorite artist at the moment, like who?
Yeah.
Like just in general?
Yeah.
Uh, I mean, shit. I would say, I don't know, like Corday, Lucky Day, J. Cole, Lil Wayne, always. You know, man, it's hard to think. I'm trying to think. But yeah, yeah.
That's a solid list. So, obviously, making music, producers are really important. Who is there any like legendary producers you hope you get to work with one day?
Man, I work with DJ Toomp. He produced the Shaka Dolo project, and he's a legendary producer. And I've always loved Toomp's music, so I kind of scratched that off my list. If I can work with anybody else, it'd probably be like Timberland, Swiss Beats, something like that. But yeah, shout out to Toomp. He did the Shaka Dolo project, and Toomp also produced like Big Brother by Kanye West, Can't Tell Me Nothing, Kanye West, 24's T.I., Jeezy, I Love It, Jay-Z, Say Hello. A lot of records. Live Your Life, Rihanna and T.I., bunch of records.
If an artist is wanting to get a feature from you, what's about the going range for your feature price?
What? It just all depends on who that person is. If I know you, and we got a rapport, if I actually like the song, then I'll just do it. But if it's somebody that I really don't know and this song isn't what I think it is or whatnot, then you know it's a little ticket on there. And if you want to know what the ticket is, just hit me up for a feature, and you get that information over to you.
So I got a game I play on here called This or That. I present two artists to you, and you tell me which one you're going to listen to first.
All right,
Tory Lanez or Chris Brown?
Chris Brown.
Bruno Mars or The Weeknd?
Ooh, are we talking new weekend or old weekend?
You can pick any version of the artist.
Ooh, man, probably weekend.
Erykah Badu or Lauryn Hill?
Man, what you think? I got Erica tatted on my arm too, which is crazy. But I'm picking Lauren.
Lauren?
Yeah.
Method Man or Redman?
Method Man.
Stevie Wonder or Michael Jackson?
Michael Jackson.
Music Soul Child or Drew Hill?
Music Soul Child.
DMX or 50 Cent?
Oh my gosh. People probably gonna get mad at me for this one. 50 Cent.
Dude, had to look over the shoulder. Jay-Z or Nas?
Jay-Z.
Tupac or Biggie?
Tupac.
Outkast or Wu-Tang?
Outkast.
Eminem or The Game?
Eminem.
D-Smoke or Cordae?
Cordae.
E40 or Twista?
Twisted.
21 Savage or Kodak Black?
21.
Ab-Soul or Schoolboy Q?
Schoolboy.
J. Cole or Kendrick Lamar?
J. Cole.
G-Unit or Slaughterhouse?
G-Unit.
Cardi B or Nicki Minaj?
Damn. Both. Probably Nicki.
XXXTentacion or Juice WRLD?
If I had to pick, I'm gonna say Juice. I don't know. It just all depends. It all depends on which song we playing.
That's fair. Kevin Gates or Joyner Lucas?
Kevin Gates.
Lupe Fiasco or Wale?
Lupe.
Wiz Khalifa or Young Thug?
Damn, it just depends on. You said any version of Wiz?
Yep.
Wiz. Takes me back to 2010, 11 with the Cabin Fever and all that. Yeah, Wiz.
Nelly or Akon?
Nelly.
Mobb Deep or UGK?
UGK.
Pusha T or Kanye?
Kanye.
Royce the 5'9" or Benny the Butcher?
Benny.
Gucci Mane or Jeezy?
Cheesy.
T.I. or Ludacris?
Ludacris.
Young Dolph or Nipsey Hussle?
Nipsey.
Lil Durk or Lil Baby?
Lil Durk.
Kalani or Summer Walker?
Kalani.
In 2018, you made some interesting posts that I'd like to bring up. You said Soulja Boy really had the comeback of the year. Do you still feel like in 2018 he made the comeback of the year?
Yep. Shout out Big Draco.
You also said Tiana Taylor had Album of the Year. Do you still stand by
Yeah,
that?
yeah, that's one of my favorite albums to this day. Yes, hell yeah.
Now, you've been posted, I believe, multiple times by Say Cheese. That's a pretty big, hip hop media company. What was that moment like seeing your music video twice get posted on there?
Um, it's great. Anytime like a big blog posts me, it feels great because it's like okay, it just shows me like you're on the right track. Like this is for you. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially when everything's genuine. So yeah, shout out Say Cheese. Shout out Say Cheese, Hollywood Unlocked. A lot of the blogs that posted. So yeah.
You even got featured in the Source magazine, which
Yeah.
you posted about it. You talked about you grew up, remember reading those magazines, and then to see yourself and have an article about yourself in there. What was that moment like seeing the actual article?
That was hard, especially because my brother he was a real influence on putting me onto music, so different music, and he used to get the source sent to him. So when that moment happened, what I sent it to him and everybody. Like I was proud, like man, like this is crazy. Like no matter what it feels like, sometimes it feel like you're not going nowhere or whatnot, but it's like I've reached heights that a lot of people haven't reached. And not to sound cocky or anything, but a lot of people won't reach. You know what I'm saying? That's just being real. So it's like everything like that happens, I take it as a blessing and I count it as a success. Because it's like, damn, man, like I'm really doing the music thing. I'm really doing it. I'm in the source. I'm on this. I've made songs with this person. I've done this. I've performed here. I've been at this award show. Like you can't tell me that I'm not doing it. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's no matter what, no matter what stage you see me on, like the magnitude of how big you think I am or how small you think I am, I'm doing things that people dream of. So
You also had made a post that you had originally back in 2015 done a song with Layzie
I did.
about social injustice,
I did.
and you took it off streaming because you felt like you grew as an artist. Do you ever plan on trying to get back with Layzie to either recreate that song just with the updated version?
Well, I put it back on. It's on my Easy 92 project, so it's back on there. I put it on as a bonus track because I felt like it was needed
Okay.
at the time. Would I ever get back with Layzie? Probably not. But I appreciate him for doing that for me at the time.
Um, you've done a lot of shows in your time, and you even hosted your own show where you featured a lot of like local artists that you either grew up listening to or just really respected as artists. Like Slico got bars, Candy Bars was there. I wish I had the flyer pulled up for it, but it was shortly after the Tip and Still.
Yep.
What was that like, getting to put together an event and reach out to artists and put them on?
It's good, like especially in our community. Like I said before, we should be wanting to push each other to the next level and be there for each other, unify, and do what we got to do for us, because nobody's gonna make it happen but us. So it's just a wonderful feeling when you're able to share things like that with the people that matter.
What would you say is probably more important to you on your Spotify, your monthly listeners or your followers on there?
Neither.
Neither.
The music.
Just the music in general. I like that.
And everybody, y'all can go to my streaming services and listen to my music now. I was sending me emails out and things of that nature telling people don't listen to it because I was having contract issues and I wasn't getting what I was supposed to get from the stream. So
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up because weren't you originally in a distribution deal with Rock Nation?
yeah.
Is that what you were having contract issues with?
Yeah.
I don't want to bring up that because I'm sure that's probably got some litigation to it. Or I want to get you or me sued by Mr.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Rockefeller there. Uh, a lot of artists, they keep things tucked away. You know, you've got a vault of music. You have an album that you plan on dropping soon. How much music in total do you feel like you probably have tucked away that nobody's heard yet?
I got quite a few. Quite. I got quite a bit of music tucked away. Yeah, I got quite a bit.
What would be some advice that you would give to younger you, 17-year-old you, or just some kid that wants to start pursuing music? What would be some advice you'd give them?
I'd be like, hey, make sure you take every opportunity that you get. Make sure you're not afraid to do anything. Because I got so many opportunities of come to California, come here. And I was so afraid, like, nah, like, how am I going to survive? How am I going to do? And then I got, start having kids, and it was like, damn, like, I should have went. Like, what was I thinking? It was just me. I only had to support me at the time. So, yeah, I would tell myself, be good, take the opportunities. Go, leave Dayton, get out here. I had an opportunity to sign with Capitol Records. They liked my song, played this on the radio, but they were like, hey, we just want you to take that singer off the hook. We'll put another singer on. It was for a single deal. And my dumb ass said, no, that's my cousin singing. Why? I should have took them all. I should have took them all. Like, just things like that we don't, that I just wasn't thinking at the time, So, and stay focused. Leave these hoes alone.
Now, another artist in Dayton that you've worked with quite a few times, whether it's on your projects or on his, you work with D Night a lot. How did you and D Night link?
I don't think I'm familiar with D Night. No, I'm joking. Me and D Night linked up years ago off of he had hit me up for a feature, and I did a song with him, and then after that, like, it was just, we were just tight, and I loved, from the moment I met D Night, I loved his grind, I loved his hustle, and it's never left. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate that. Like, me and him will encourage each other, or push each other. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate D Night. Shout out to my dog.
That's always nice to have somebody like that, that is gonna always hustle, especially to work with you, because he's featured on your song "My Way" on your Spooky Season EP.
Yeah.
What would you say is your idea of making it in the music industry?
Shit, basically what I said before, just your version of success. I feel like I made it. I feel like, I'm having success, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm still growing and I'm still evolving, you get what I'm saying? Like, and like I tell people, I don't have to be the most known. I don't have to be a big ass mainstream A-list artist. Like, as long as I can survive and support my family off of music, it don't matter. I'm doing what I love. So, a lot of people, they lose a sense of it. They want to be like Drake, and that's what they pushing towards. Me, I'm pushing towards, I don't want to do nothing but music, and I'm going to find a way to support me, and that's the only thing I'm doing. Whether it's on a large scale, a big scale, small scale, doesn't matter.
So what change would you want to see in your community there in Dayton, Ohio?
I just feel like if we just more unity, man. If we and more opportunity, man. Like, we don't really have opportunity here. Like, you could go to Atlanta, you go to New York, like, it's something always going on. It's open mics, or you might have conferences, and et cetera, et cetera. List goes on. But in Dayton, it's just like a struggle. Like, you gotta go through. It's like pulling teeth trying to get a hip hop show going, or, you know what I'm saying? Different artists working with each other and not bashing each other. So just more unity, more opportunity to the city of Dayton. And we deserve it, because this is the original town of funk. And we put that sound that the California people, they be using and shit. We started that West Coast sound. So it's only right that we develop our city, our community for the music.
That's facts. So let's dive into your discography here, and then we'll talk about your upcoming project. Your first album you got on Spotify here is Uzi in 2017, 7 tracks. What was the process behind this album?
I had my son, and I had my son in 2014, and he was, pushing me to go harder. So I named it after him, his nickname, Ozzy. And I'm trying to remember what songs are on there. I can't really remember, but
I got you. You got Midwest Flow, Money, Selling Dope, Hieroglyphics, No Clue, I Get It In, and Cool Kids.
oh yeah. Yeah. It was a lot of, personal things. Like No Clue was a real ass situation I went through. That was more of a release project. I was getting my shit off. Yeah. And that was when I met Toomp, and I was letting him hear the music, and he was like, it's okay. It's not really good. And then I, worked on my craft, worked on it. Then I came back with Ozzy. He said, okay, now you're getting somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And other people was like, oh, okay, cool. And now when I make music, nobody can tell me shit because I know I got it.
In 2019, you released a single, Beyond Blessed. What was that track about?
That was a good track too, man. That was a feel good track. Uh, that was just more so me releasing. You know what I'm saying? Um, in all actuality, somebody sent me a beat and they wanted me to do a hook and a verse on it. So I did the hook and the verse on it. It was the Beyond Blessed hook and the Beyond Blessed verse. And the awful truth was like, bruh, you should keep that song. Like, hell nah. So I'm like, okay. So I gave him something else and I ended up just remaking the beat and getting that off.
And then before you released your 2020 album, you released Geekin'. What was that track about? What was the process behind that track, I should say?
The process of geeking really wasn't no process. Just went in, was having fun, freestyled it, just clowning around, and I just liked the way it sounded. Even though the engineer didn't like the way it sounded, I did, so that's all that mattered.
And then you dropped Easy 92 later there. And
Yeah, that was kind of like a breakthrough, man. Like I had the new situation going on and stuff like that, so it was just like with the Easy 92 project, I was really tapped into more into myself, having fun with things. And what got me onto that realm is I was actually in the studio ghostwriting for somebody. You know what I'm saying? And this type of music he made, it was just like I just had to be like in a different persona and just careless. So I was just writing for him, and that made me more comfortable and grow into myself as an artist even more. So like that was Easy 92. I had, songs where I'm just having fun, and that's what I try to do now. Just like instead of overthinking things or sitting down and thinking about what I'm going to write, like man, I'll just go in the booth and I'll just come up with my shit and just have fun, because that's what it's about. Music is in me, you know what I'm saying? So it don't have to be over created, or it don't have to be forced. Like it's in me. It's what I do. So
because you ended up doing like a second version of Midwest Flow. You added Sleeko Got Bars to this and did your own thing. What was that like? How did that come about? What made you want to work with Sleeko Got Bars on that track?
Sleeko, my dog, man. Sleeko helped me out tremendously. Like when I first started the music, Sleeko was giving me pointers and everything. So that's been my dog since day one. So yeah, for sure.
And then that also had the track Squad with Awful Truth, MarleyDontShootem, and Wall Street.
Marley don't shoot him. And Wall Street KB. KB's my dog. Shout out KB. Awful Truth, my dog. Shout out Awful Truth. Yeah, Yeah, that was a fun track. That was a fun track.
And then you dropped Quality Control.
Oh yeah.
What was that track about?
That track was me basically expressing myself of how I felt to Talib Kweli at the time. So that's what that was. And I don't feel like it was a diss song. It was just a real song. I was just getting my thoughts and opinions out, trying to express myself to him. You know, since the phone wasn't being answered. No, I'm talking.
And then you did the EP with Awful Truth, Shakadola.
Dolo, produced by the legendary DJ Toon.
What made you and Truth want to make an EP together? I mean, you guys have obviously worked together multiple times already, but what made you guys want to do like a whole little mini project together?
Shit, that's what we just wanted to do. Like, it's my dog, and so it was just like he pushes me. I love his style of rapping. I love his lyrics. He's a great lyricist, one of my favorite lyricists. So, that just pushed me to like, all right, I'm about to get on my boogie around this way. So, yeah, man.
And then your latest release, which was last year, you released Spooky Season, where you have the track with D-Night. You also have Wall Street KB, another MarleyDontShootem feature, and a Rax and a Rental feature. What was the process behind Spooky Season?
I was making dark. I guess all the music sounded dark at the time, and it just happened to be rolling around the Halloween. I'm like, damn, all these dark songs, might as well put it together and make it a Halloween, situation. So I might drop another Spooky Season for Halloween. I don't know. It just all depends.
I'm sure people would enjoy it. It's been about a year now. They're needing that new music.
Facts.
All right. So now you mentioned earlier, Baptized is going to be on your upcoming album. What is your upcoming album titled?
The title is Salah. Basically, the meaning is basically peace or pause or break within the music section. So my mom's a minister is a biblical term, and it was just it just described what I've been going through, like dealing with mental depression and shit like that. Like, it just described everything. Like, okay, like for me to find my peace, like I take pauses or breaks within this music situation. So it was just like, yeah, it's just a word that's very important to me at this moment.
About how many tracks are going to be on it?
I think like 8.
8?
Yeah.
What made you decide to want to start out with this album?
Matter of fact, I'll send it to you.
All right, bet.
Yeah.
How many features did you put on this album?
Probably like count my son, probably like 5.
About 5?
And counting C Money and Luther Sway.
I
lied, like 6.
I know Ash Matthews produced Baptized. Yeah. Is it fully the whole album produced by Ash, or is it just that one track?
Ash produced every track except one.
Oh, damn. Heavy. All right. I'm going to give you the floor.
And then me and Ash got a whole nother project that's just sitting in the tuck, and he produced all of them joints. So, yeah.
We'll be sitting on too many projects, man. Talking about Spooky Season 2, this album, now another one.
Yeah, man.
Gotta drop this shit.
I know, man. I know. I'm a hoarder.
I'm a hoarder of your own music.
Facts.
All right, man. I'm going to give you the floor. Go ahead and promote everything you got going on.
What? Eman Jones, hit the link in the bio. Baptize out now. Yeah, man. Yeah, just follow me. Eman Jones official. Eman Jones. Just be on the lookout. I got a new project coming, Salah, in a couple weeks probably. Yeah, man. Just hit the link in the bio Yeah, man. I'm on, the overlooked interview. You feel me?
All of Eman's links will be in the description on YouTube. His IG will be linked below this video. Make sure you tap in if you guys want to get a feature. Tap in with him. He needs to do more features, in my opinion. Man, I appreciate you coming on.
Appreciate you for having me.
Peace.
Yes, sir.